Chapter 9. Heavenly Jerusalem. We have learned a lot about earthly Jerusalem and its stages. Later, we will learn about future Jerusalem, which is the last stage. Spiritually, there exists a city called Jerusalem, known as the Heavenly Jerusalem. This Heavenly Jerusalem is located in heaven. Although the human mind cannot fully comprehend this concept, God revealed it to his prophets in ancient times. So this is about Heavenly Jerusalem. Revelation 21, 1-2. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. According to these verses, John had a vision of a new Jerusalem with God in heaven. He saw a new heaven and a new earth. He saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, descending from heaven, sent by God. Let's explore this further by examining additional verses. Hebrews 12-22. But you have come to Mount Zion, to the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem. You have come to thousands upon thousands of angels in joyful assembly. According to the verse, we can infer that there is a heavenly Jerusalem. This implies that in heaven, there exists a city called Jerusalem, which serves as God's dwelling place. Revelation 3 verse 12. The one who is victorious I will make a pillar in the temple of my God. Never again will they leave it. I will write on them the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, the new Jerusalem, which is coming down out of heaven from my God, and I will also write on them my new name. The righteous who emerge victorious will be granted entry into the new Jerusalem, where they will be established as pillars in the temple of God. 2 Peter 3:13. But in keeping with his promise we are looking forward to a new heaven and a new earth, where righteousness dwells. God's promises are reserved for those who worship and love him, and every single one of his promises will be fulfilled. He will bring to pass all his declarations. Therefore, we eagerly anticipate a new heaven and a new earth, where righteousness dwells, not unrighteousness. Isaiah 65:17. See, I will create new heavens and a new earth. The former things will not be remembered, nor will they come to mind. It is very difficult to totally erase some memories from your subconscious mind, but the Lord says a time will come all our lives on earth will not be remembered or come to mind. The great God has said this and it will come pass. Isaiah 66:22. As the new heavens and the new earth that I make will endure before me, declares the Lord, so will your name and descendants endure. God has promised to create a new heaven and a new earth, and his track record of faithfulness assures us that he will fulfill this promise. As the creator of the current heaven and earth, he has the power to bring into being a new creation. Nothing can hinder or prevent his words from being accomplished. If he has declared that he will glorify us, his promise is certain and unstoppable. The new heaven and new earth we're discussing is something the saints of ancient times eagerly looked forward to. God is the one building this city, making him the builder, architect, engineer, and designer of the new Jerusalem. Unlike cities built by humans, the new Jerusalem is a God-made city, with its architectural design entirely in God's hands. God revealed the future city to many saints of ancient times. As a result, they repented and looked forward to its coming, eagerly awaiting the promise of the new Jerusalem. Hebrews 11:8-11. By faith Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. By faith he made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents, as did Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him of the same promise. For he was looking forward to the city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. And by faith even Sarah, who was past childbearing age, was enabled to bear children because she considered him faithful who had made the promise. Abraham's hope was fixed on a heavenly city, designed and built by God himself. He wasn't looking forward to a human-made city, but a divine one, crafted by God's own hands. In fact, many saints throughout history shared Abraham's longing, eagerly looking forward to the promised city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. Hebrews 11:13-16. All these people were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised, they only saw them and welcomed them from a distance, admitting that they were foreigners and strangers on earth. People who say such things show that they are looking for a country of their own. If they had been thinking of the country they had left, they would have had opportunity to return. Instead, they were longing for a better country, a heavenly one. Therefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them. Although Abraham and other ancient saints didn't receive the promise of the New Jerusalem in their lifetime, they caught a glimpse of it from afar and welcomed it with joy. Recognizing it as their future home, they acknowledged themselves as strangers and foreigners on earth, choosing not to conform to worldly ways. Instead, they lived righteously, looking forward to a city that would be their own, a heavenly dwelling designed and built by God. Because they lived a righteous life, God is not ashamed to be called their God. They honored him by living a life that didn't bring shame to him. As a result, God has prepared a special city for them, a place of eternal dwelling. As Christians, our worship goes beyond the earthly blessings we receive from God. We have a greater hope. God himself is preparing a heavenly city for us, our eternal home. Galatians 4:26. But the Jerusalem that is above is free, and she is our mother. The heavenly Jerusalem is the mother of all saints, the source of their true identity and destiny. Just as God is the Father of all saints, the New Jerusalem is their mother, the place of their origin and eternal home. From Adam to the present day, all saints who have ever lived on earth will ultimately return to the New Jerusalem, their true homeland. The New Jerusalem, as the mother of all saints, holds a profound mystery that we will explore further at a later time. For now, we can marvel at its eternal nature. This heavenly city stands forever, unchanging and enduring, because God himself crafted it as a perpetual dwelling place for all his saints. Hebrews 13:14. For here we do not have an enduring city, but we are looking for the city that is to come. In this world, we don't have a city that lasts forever, but our God has prepared a city that will endure eternally. Not everyone looks forward to this city, but those who do are shaped by a life of righteousness and holiness. Our way of life determines our focus, either on earthly things or on the heavenly city that awaits us. Some people doubt the promise of the New Jerusalem, but its arrival will be a surprising reality. Meanwhile, we who believe must live our lives with purpose and integrity. We're looking forward to an everlasting city, unlike the earthly ones that will all pass away. The righteous will have the privilege of entering this eternal city, and once we do, we'll never have to leave. The New Jerusalem is a virgin city. No one has ever stayed there yet. God has a day when he will open the city. At that time, the righteous will be present, and all the hosts of heaven will rejoice. He has prepared the city for saints. But as we speak, there is no dead saint whose soul is in the city. The city remains a virgin and will surely come. It's glorious, just like God. The New Jerusalem is breathtakingly glorious, not by its own making, but by God's design. He crafted it to reflect his excellence, for a glorious God demands a glorious city. As God lives forever, so too will this city endure. Just as God remains unchanged and eternal, so will the city remain imperishable and unchanging, a testament to his timeless majesty. The city radiates with an otherworldly glow, rendering sun and moon obsolete. Darkness dares not enter, for the city shines with an eternal brilliance. Electricity is a distant memory, for God's resplendent light illuminates every corner. God is the light of the city, and his radiance will never falter. No lights out, only endless splendor. Revelation 21 verse 23. The city does not need the sun or the moon to shine on it, for the glory of God gives it light, and the Lamb is its lamp. Revelation 21 verse 5. He who was seated on the throne said, I am making everything new. Then he said, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. The city shines with perpetual daylight, never knowing the darkness of night. Yet, God's watchful eye still marks the passage of time. This breathtakingly beautiful and glorious city is a masterpiece of divine design, crafted with precision and love. Its splendor is unmatched, surpassing any earthly city, for God has carefully prepared it to be a haven of wonder and joy. Revelation 21 verse 10 to 11. And he carried me away in the Spirit to a mountain great and high, and showed me the holy city, Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. It shone with the glory of God, and its brilliance was like that of a very precious jewel, like a jasper, clear as crystal. The city radiates the magnificent glory of God, a haven of serenity and joy. The bliss and tranquility that permeate this city are unparalleled on earth, offering an eternal sense of delight. Every moment is fresh and exciting, never dull or tiresome. For in this city, the loving owner, who cherishes peace, has crafted a sanctuary of eternal harmony and delight. The city is for the overcomers, those who conquer sin on earth. It's for the victorious, who triumph through faith. The city is not for unbelievers, but for believers, who trust in God's promise. The city shall endure forever, untouched by calamity or sorrow. Within its walls, there shall be no sickness, no worries, no heartaches, no death, and no problems. Only joy and happiness shall fill the air. If we remain faithful to God, resisting deceit and temptation, we shall enjoy in future. We shall enter the city not with our physical bodies, but with our spiritual ones, transformed and glorified. The city is a holy sanctuary, where God's presence permeates every aspect. In fact, God is the city itself, and we shall behold His glory directly. We will see God in all His splendor, and He will be our eternal companion. The city will forever remain a holy city, never to be defiled, for God will reside there. Those who enter its gates will be forever holy. To attain this privilege, we must emerge victorious, living a life that truly honors God, not just attending church, but genuinely worshiping Him. We must cleanse our ways and walk in righteousness. Whoever enters the city will be truly blessed. The city is specifically prepared for saints, making it the city of saints. God did not intend it for sinners, but rather has prepared hell for them. No sinner shall be allowed to enter the holy city, not a single one. Only righteousness dwells in the city, as 2 Peter 3 verse 13 declares, we are looking forward to a new heaven and a new earth, where righteousness dwells. Sinners cannot inhabit this place, for sin is absent. There's no fighting, hatred, or jealousy, only love dwells there. No sinner can enter the city because its owner hates sin and sin cannot dwell with him. Instead, He has prepared the city for those who obey His word, allowing His words to sanctify and purify them, and who fear and reverence His name. These are the people for whom God has prepared the city. Only the righteous, holy, and saintly shall inhabit the city. Those who genuinely fear God, without hypocrisy, shall be granted entry. No sinner shall be allowed to enter and disrupt the city's harmony. Only those whose names are written in the book of life shall enter the glorious city. They are the ones who have refused to conform to the sinful ways of the world, choosing instead to walk in righteousness and holiness. Regardless of our title or position, whether pastor, church elder, or church member, if we fail to live a righteous life, we will never enter the city. Even now, some individuals are aware that their names are not in the book of life, knowing that their sinful lifestyle has separated them from God. This realization is a dire warning. Some people go to church but are fully aware their name is not in the book of life because of the lives they live. It's time to wake up and strive for a holy life. Those who genuinely fear God and stay away from anything sinful shall be granted entry into the city. However, self-proclaimed righteous individuals who harbor hypocrisy in their hearts shall be denied access. No pretenders or deceivers shall cross its threshold. In this world, we may deceive ourselves, but not before God. God hates sin, so no sinner can enter the city. The city is for righteous people, not sinners. Liars, disobedient people, and those who sin in secret will never enter the blessed city. We must diligently strive to obey every command of God, for the city is a haven of peace and joy. In contrast, outside the city lies a desolate realm, a hellish abyss, hell, where pretenders, hypocrites, and sinners will be cast. This includes those who attend church yet persist in sin, liars, and all who refuse to repent. The city is for overcomers only, so I plead with you, let's live our lives well. No one wouldn't want to enter the city, so why allow theft, disbelief, and other sins to deceive us? Only the victorious shall enter the city, those with a pure heart and who obey the will of the city, which is one and the same as the will of God. The will of the city is the will of God. We should strive to do whatever we can to enter the city. In our worship of God, we should do whatever it takes, even if we have to lose our lives, go naked, or stay hungry. The enemy is a deceiver and hates for us to enter that city, so he doesn't want us to listen to messages like this because it draws our hearts from the world to God. Whatever sin we have to stop to enter the city, we must strive to stop. No one wouldn't want to enter the city, nothing on this earth can be compared to the city. In every earthly city, humanity faces mortality, sickness, worry, and tribulation. But the city our God is preparing for us is a haven of peace, joy, and glory, where none of these troubles exist. That's the city all saints in the past looked forward to. Our lives on earth will decide whether we will enter or not. The city is there, and it shall be revealed in no time. May God have mercy on us and help us, because the world is full of darkness. May God have mercy on us. Some people will rejoice in the future. Let's do whatever we have to do to be part.